Hi everyone, it's me, Miss Liz. Ready for another craft today. We're going to be making these Christmas tree ornaments that you can hang up or just use as decor. So let's see what you should have received in your bag. I'm going to dump it all out. There's lots of little pieces, so just be alert if you've got really small kids. There's stuff in there. There we go. Okay, let's see. So we've got 6 popsicle sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2 big gems, 2 pipe cleaners, a bunch of small assorted gems, string, and some foam decorations. Ooh, so cute. Okay, so let's see. First things first, you're going to color in your popsicle sticks. You can make them any color you like. Looks like I have some green popsicle sticks already, so maybe I'll make my other ones green. You can use a marker. To color these. Okay. All right, so we've got our popsicle sticks colored. Oh, I forgot, from home you're gonna need some glue and markers. Hot glue with an adult if you wanna do that, but just be careful because you could burn yourself. So make your triangle tree shape with your popsicles. Do like this. And then you're going to glue your sticks together. So if you're just using Elmer's, it's going to take a little bit. Ooh. How come my glue never... Oops. Okay, so we're just going to glue our sticks. And this is just going to take a minute to dry. Okay. And then when it's dry, then you can start to decorate your tree. So you can put pipe cleaners around it. You have enough supplies to make 2 trees, one for you, one for a friend. You can use your pipe cleaners like this and then put your gem as the top, maybe a star, and then you can glue on the back your hanger to hang it on your tree. And that's what you got. All right, so I love to read one of my favorite books about Christmas trees to you all today. Let's see. This book is called Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree. And this is a classic book. So, Mr. Willoughby's Christmas tree came by special delivery, full and fresh and glistening green, the biggest tree he had ever seen. He dashed downstairs to open the door. This was the moment he'd waited for. "A magnificent tree, splendid," he cried. "Please, sir, won't you carry it right inside? I think it might look best this year right in the parlor corner here." But once the tree stood in its place, Mr. Willoughby made a terrible face. The tree touched the ceiling, then bent like a bow. Oh, good heavens, something must go. Baxter the butler was called on in haste to chop off the top, though it seemed quite a waste. "That's great," Mr. Willoughby cried with glee. "Now we can start to trim my tree." When the trimming was well underway, the top was placed on a silver tray. Baxter said, "I know just who'd be delighted with this Christmas tree." So it was presented to Miss Adelaide, Mr. Willoughby's upstairs maid. "Well, won't this tree be a pretty sight when I have trimmed it later tonight? But the top, oh dear, I'm so afraid will have to be cut," sighed Miss Adelaide. And so with scissors sharp and long, she snipped off the top while she hummed a song. The top was set out the very next day in back of the house to be thrown away. That little treetop caught the eye of Tim, the gardener, passing by. He certainly was not about to see that little tree thrown out. He hurried it right home straight away to see what Mrs. Tim would say. Fa la la, surprise, surprise! His wife could not believe her eyes. "But our house," she said, "is so snug and small. I do not believe we need it at all." And before Tim had a chance to shout, she cut off the top and threw it out. Barnaby Bear was paddling by. It almost hit him in the eye. Now who would throw a tree away so very close to Christmas Day? There he is. Isn't that cute? "I'll take it home. That's what I'll do. Look, Mama Bear, I've a present for you." "Isn't it a pretty tree?" yawned Mama Bear, quiet, drowsily. "Before we go to sleep this year, let's have a Christmas party, dear." But Little Bear, standing off far, cried out, "That tree won't hold a star." Barnaby said, "Let's cut a hunk off at the bottom here at the trunk." But Mama Bear just shook her head and sliced the treetop off instead. "Golly, by golly," Barnaby said with a kick. "Mama, that surely is just the right trick. Let's trim it with bells and honey rings, some berries and tinsel and popcorn on strings." Mama said, "Trim it just as you like. I've got to tidy up for the night. This top we won't need anymore. I'll just put it outside the door." Later on that frosty night, Frisky Fox came into sight. He spied the treetop, rubbed his chin, opened his sack, and stuffed the top in. He scampered home and jumped his gate. This Christmas present couldn't wait. "It's even better than mincemeat pie," said Mrs. Fox with a happy sigh. Then the foxes saw that their Christmas prize was just a wee bit oversized. "There, my dears, now don't you worry. I'll fix this top now in a hurry." Benjamin Rabbit found it then, just outside the fox's den. "It seems," he thought, "most certainly Santa left that for my family." "Look," he cried, "see the tree I found." With that he called his family round. Then there was merrymaking, rollicking, frolicking, carrot shaking, celebration around the tree. All were happy as rabbits can be. Benjamin Rabbit, with his own hand, sliced a carrot and made a stand. "Now let's see how this will look in our little chimney nook." But right away the children cried, "Look, it's leaning off to one side." "It's too tall, that's all," said Mrs. Rabbit, and as though it were a summer carrot, she gave it a chop and threw it away. Then Mistletoe Mouse just happened to see the tiny tip of a Christmas tree. He pulled it through the snow and ice. Up some stairs he fell down twice. At last he reached his cozy house. "It's just the right size," said Mrs. Mouse. Then at the top, if you please, they put a star made out of cheese. Oh, wasn't it grand to have a tree exactly like Mr. Willoughby? Well, I hope you like that story, and if you celebrate, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye, everyone.